Hey you makeup lovers! Today I'm actually going to do a video on my updated foundation routine and what foundation I'm currently using and I absolutely love. On my other video that I did on foundation, I did it on the Gosh Natural Touch foundation. Okay, and I was in 44 Golden, which is their darkest shade in their line. Again, I really enjoyed this foundation. It was almost a matchup to my skin color, I thought. It did great, but again, it wasn't quite the match to my skin color. I thought it was a little, after the day had been worn, the wear was good, but it wasn't great. I still noticed it was breaking, not breaking out, sorry, but it was breaking down throughout the day. And you know how your foundation will break down and your oils will come to the surface of your skin and it will start to get all, not even a good glowy look, but not great. It was just very oily looking after around 5 hours, which I wasn't happy about since school is like 8 hours long, I'm sorry. So no, I currently then, after that, I decided to try a new one. I'm not out of it yet, but I still want to try a new one. So then I turned and asked the lady at my local Shoppers Drug Mart, what do you have for good foundation that's for oily skin, little acne prone, and will help reduce, I guess, oil in all general and acne. So she told me about Cover FX, and I had tried it before in a compact size, and I didn't like it very much because it was very orangey, but then she showed me this tone, which was really good, and it matched up pretty much the same as my skin. And it's called Natural Cover FX and Water-Based Foundation. So really what Cover FX is trying to do here is it's a foundation that's water-based, meaning there's absolutely no oil in it, and it's good to acne-prone skin and therefore not making you break out. Water Fresh Foundation leaves skin rehydrated and radiant looking. And as you can see, you have to shake it because if you don't, there will be water in it. So, and it's a little thicker. It's almost like a cream liquid foundation, if you can see the consistency of it. It's not completely liquidy. So you have to work with it in a sense when you use it. So I used it for about a week. And after that week, I noticed I was breaking out incredibly, I'm sorry. It wasn't working out for me, and which is so funny because it's for oily skin that is prone to acne, which I have. And I don't have bad acne at all. I mean, I'm very fortunate for my skin, but I mean, I do get breakouts and my skin is very sensitive. So I thought turning to a water-based foundation would actually improve that. No, it didn't whatsoever. It made me break out crazy. I could barely conceal how bad I broke out. And it just wasn't good. I heard some people love it. It does have a flawless finish, I'll tell you that right now. But it just made me break out, so I had to stop using it. I mean, it looked good, but I mean, if you keep covering up, it's just going to make your face horrid. So then, again, this is $42, and I got it at Shoppers Drug Mart. I'm pretty sure you can get it a lot of places. I'm not entirely sure where you can, but again, if you live in Canada, you can get it at Shoppers Drug Mart. And this cost me $42, which is insanely expensive. And if it does work for you and it doesn't make you break out and you don't have sensitive skin, I think this is a beautiful, great product. Like, it just, in my shade is M60, which is a medium tan. And yeah, I'm actually pretty sad that it didn't work for me. Especially the money, since I can't use it whatsoever. And then I tried this one, and it's been raved about on YouTube. It's called the Revlon Color Stay. Okay, this foundation, I'm going to tell you a secret right now, is amazing. It's probably the best foundation I've ever used in my life. It's absolutely crazy. I used it for a week to see if it would break me out. Not one breakout at all. And it's great because they have a good variety. It's not a crazy selection, but it's a pretty good variety. Mine is 320 True Beige. And again, it's True Beige. It's a medium tan color, as I said before in my other ones. And what I like about Revlon Color Stay is that it allows you to pick from your type of skin tone. So if you have normal to dry skin, you can choose a foundation like that. And if you have combination to oily, which I do, you can choose one like this. And it just says right on it, combination to oily skin, if you can see that. Which is great because if you have combination to oily skin, it means that this foundation will resist some of the oils in your skin, and it will stay on a lot longer and have a better wear than, say, if you buy a foundation that's for normal to dry skin. I think it's just absolutely amazing. A very, very matte finish. You need probably, if you have, again, your skin isn't totally perfect, I would recommend to get a quarter size on your hand, and if your skin is almost perfect, probably a dime size. You do not need much of this foundation for it to work. It has crazy cover. It covers tremendously. I just got a pimple actually right here, and I'm like, oh my god, how am I gonna go somewhere? I mean, this is horrible. I'm not gonna be able to conceal this. And I used it, and it doesn't even look like I have a pimple. It's absolutely amazing. It did a great job hiding the fact that I actually got a zit, which a lot of them fail to do, in my opinion. It also has SPF 6, so it protects you somewhat from the sun, but it still allows your skin to breathe underneath it and get a tan when you're outside, which I'm really a big fan of because I like wearing some foundation when I'm out, I don't know, around a beach party. It just makes you feel more secure with your skin, and you can still get the sun. I mean, I wore this, and I still got a tan underneath my skin, which I like. Maybe some people that are fair would not like that, but for me, it worked really well. But yeah, it's a great wear. The color is absolutely fabulous. I have an olive undertone, and there's no orange undertones whatsoever in this, no pink undertones in this particular shade. It works absolutely amazing. I've heard so many people rave about this on YouTube, like Emily Noel, one of my favorite makeup gurus. Oh, I love her reviews, and I just absolutely love it. So again, it's called the Revlon Color Stay, and it's the liquid foundation. The only thing I don't like about it is the packaging. It is in glass, and you know me, I absolutely hate using products used in glass because of the chance of it breaking and my clumsiness. But otherwise, the product inside is totally worth it. It costs me, it's not crazy cheap, believe it or not. It's a drugstore product, but it's not cheap. It's $16. I got it at my local Walmart. You can probably get it at Target, you can get it at Walgreens. You can pretty much find this anywhere. So again, mine's the Revlon Color Stay, and it's amazing. And it says here, it says wears up to 16 hours, flawless look, lightweight feel. And it's just great, and I mean, they actually stay true to what they're saying here. It's a great product. I totally recommend you go and buy it. If you have that problem with foundations, the wear of it, your oily skin, it just worked really well for me. And I have super sensitive skin, so it didn't make me break out. And I'm just going to tell you how I actually apply it to make it look like that airbrush look, which it looks fabulous. I know this video is going to be a little long, but again, I'm going almost through a tutorial kind of sense in it too, so just be patient with me. So first, whenever you ever wear makeup on your face as foundation, you want to wash your face. Use Proactive. Proactive is such a good acne brand. If you have acne-prone skin, use Proactive. It's such a good brand. That's what I use. It washes my face perfectly. Has 3-step method, so it has the wash, it has the toner, and then it has a cream to stop bacteria from spreading. After you've used whatever set that you have for washing your face, use a moisturizer, because even if you do have oily skin like me, your skin will get dry from using acne products, and when you put makeup on, you'll see the cracks, and it will not look attractive whatsoever. After you've used a moisturizer, let it sit for a second, let your skin absorb it. And I recommend, if you don't like using primers, it's fine, but I find there is a difference when you do use them. I recently just got the Limitless Smashbox set, and it was for $39, and it came with a mini travel size Smashbox photo finish. And this is my first time trying it, and I really do love it. I mean, some people argue that it's either a hit or miss product with some people. I mean, for me, it worked really well. Some people think it's oily, but to be honest, I think almost every primer is oily because it's giving you a silky feel for your foundation to go on smoothly. Do you know what I mean? It's supposed to be that kind of silky feel, so it allows your foundation to slide on more onto a nicer surface and rather just be rough like your skin is, right? So anyway, I use the foundation primer. I don't use my hands because hands have bacteria. It has more oil than you really need on your skin. So I just use a flat foundation brush to apply it. So I apply it on my hand, and then I go like this and just apply it to every area on my face and work it in really well. And it works really well. This one is just by Source right here if you want to see. and it's a flat foundation brush. I got this, they're very cheap. They're at Walmart for, I think I paid $4 or $5. Very, very cheap. Good quality, really soft, and does not shed one bit. So I really recommend you pick that up. So after you've had your primer on and everything sit, let it sit for a second again, because you don't want your face to totally, melt on when you're putting foundation. Next, what I do personally is I put on concealer. The one I've been using recently is I just got it from e.l.f. about, I think I would say a month ago, and I've loved it. It's called the All Over Cover Stick. Can you see that? Okay. Bring it closer into focus. Oh, this creme is crappy. Anyway, it's the e.l.f. All Over Cover Stick, and I have it in rosy beige. I got a color that was one shade lighter than my skin tone, primarily because I like to conceal stuff that is darker. Sometimes I have a little scar or a dark spot or under my eyes that are darker, so I want to conceal it with a lighter color. Some people argue that they take the same color as your foundation or a little darker. I personally don't like it. I've tried it. It does not work for my skin tone. I personally recommend to use one that's one shade lighter, not two, one. One is all you need. If you do two, it will look white and pasty and gross. Trust me, it's not great. But anyway, so that's what I use, All Over Cover Stick. Very inexpensive, $1. Very great product. And what I do is I do not use my fingers in it to get bacteria. I use a concealer brush, and this one's by Quo, just a large concealer brush, as you can see. And I go like this, and every time, and I just wipe it on, but I wash it every time I use it just because I don't want bacteria, because pimples and any under eye spots, I find that's kind of almost gross or infecting your makeup. So make sure you keep everything clean. So then after I've done that, I then go towards my foundation, which is in this case Revlon Color Stay. So what I do, I pretty much take this, pour it out to a little bit, and I pour it to, like I said, a nickel size on my hand. After I've done that, I take my stipple brush from e.l.f., which I recently got a month ago again, and I love it. It's not dense at all. It's pretty flimsy, but I like it. I don't know why, but it works really well with this particular foundation. With other ones, I thought it didn't work well, but with the Revlon Color Stay, it worked really, really well and gave that really nice light airbrush feel to your face that didn't look like you were wearing barely or no makeup at all. So what you do is then you just lightly tap it in. You don't want it totally submerged, just enough to get it on. Go like this, dip a little bit, and then what I do with it is mostly work it into your cheeks. I start from inside and I go out. I don't know why, but it just, if I go in, I find like it gets more cakey. So I pretty much move out in circular motions. I start from the outside and move inwards, and the last part I do is my forehead. I make sure everything here is all matching, and I also work it down right to the neck. It works a lot better if you do it that way, just so you make sure all your color is even. I know this video is very long, guys, and I want to say thank you for tolerating it, but I just wanted to get everything jam-packed into there to see just how everything worked. I wanted to give you my new review on the good foundation I got and how I apply it and everything. So, and I also want to give a shout out to thank you for all my subscribers that have subscribed to my channel. Very much appreciated, and to all the comments, thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. Again, if you have any requests, leave them down in the comment bar below, and I'll get to you as soon as I can. Thank you so much, guys, and I'll see you next time.